to the intestines. Further down the small intestine, at the base, this is what I was talking about. You guys see these little node-like structures down here? Mm-hmm. Those are the Peyer's patches. So, which system is that? Lymphatic system, basically filtering lymph. Remember, all the lymph tissue is filtering the lymph fluid for any kind of bacterial or foreign bodies. Okay, so those are the Peyer's patches. What else? Okay, this would be what? Heart. Function would be pump blood. Which system? Cardiovascular system. This clear stuff overlying it is going to be pericardium, so you can say protective connective tissue covering of the heart. You guys are going to have two types of nerves you need to identify. One is vagus and one is phrenic nerve. And you might see them on either the right or the left side because they're on both sides. So this one here that I'm showing you guys, they're going to look string-like. And so they'll probably have string around them for you guys to identify. This one you can see is going and innervating what structure that I'm holding up? Diaphragm. So this one is the phrenic nerve. It innervates the diaphragm to, you can say, regulate what? What would the diaphragm do if it contracts and relaxes? Respiration. So which system would that be? Well, you can say technically respiratory system, but you can also go with nervous system because it's basically a nerve, yeah. Then the other one you're going to see is the vagus nerve. And vagus nerve, it innervates the heart, but it also innervates the digestive organs. But more than likely, if I pin it for you guys, I'm either going to put a string around it close to the heart. And you can kind of see how it's thicker than the phrenic nerve, but you might not necessarily be able to compare both of them on a structure. So this one's vagus nerve. You can say for a function that it innervates the heart to regulate heart rate. Okay, it actually has parasympathetic control on the heart rate. It's going to decrease heart rate.
Do you have two of each?
Yeah, you have them on both sides. Yeah, and then the other thing, the other place you might see me for labeling the vagus nerve, because they're both vagus and phrenic are starting from up here and going down. But another common place that you'll see vagus nerve marked is here, running along the common carotid artery. So this to that. Okay? Either one would be vagus nerve if you string around that. So then other things you're going to see up here, you'll see this pink structure. It might be kind of tan if it hasn't been dyed well, but that's which artery? Common carotid artery, which is going to take what kind of blood? Oxygenated blood from the heart to the head and neck region. So for all of the blood vessels, you're saying what kind of blood it's carrying and where it's going to. So this one right next to it, that's blue, which jugular? This would be, yeah, left internal jugular vein, okay, whereas this one would be left external jugular vein. And these kind of based on if they're internal or external, you can tell where they're taking blood from. So left internal jugular drains deoxygenated blood from the brain. Think inside. External jugular vein drains deoxygenated blood from the head, outside, okay? So those are those. Same on this side. So for anything that's in pairs, you would say if it's a right or a left, okay? So let's look at some of the blood vessels here. Okay. So if you see a pin right here, that's asking for what? Where the probe is. The one in front is the pulmonary trunk. So this is carrying what? Deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. Okay. The one right behind it.
How come it's not blue?
They just don't. It didn't take up the dye well. And usually you won't really see these two dyed as well as the rest of the arteries and veins. They'll usually be just tan in color. Okay, so if we look here, can everybody see that? Let me. If I have a pin right there, okay, that's the ascending aorta, or you can just say aorta, so it's coming off. It's coming up from the heart, but it's behind the pulmonary trunk. So aorta or ascending aorta. But right here, it has this arch, so if you see a pin here, that's the aortic arch. Now, another way to tell that it's the aortic arch, because where the aortic arch is, you see kind of two fingers coming off of it. This and this. So it kind of looks like a peace sign coming up off of the aorta. So this is aortic arch. The first finger is the, which artery? No. Yeah, the brachiocephalic artery. Now the second finger is on which side of the pig? Left. It's the left subclavian artery. So brachiocephalic should make you guys think of two words. What two words? What regions? Brachial and cephalid, so arm and head. So this is taking oxygenated blood to the head and upper extremities. Left subclavian, sub means what? Under, and clavian should make you think of clavicle. So this is taking blood to the left arm region, oxygenated blood. So we know we have a left subclavian artery. That should make us think we have a right subclavian artery somewhere. You're not going to see the right subclavian artery until you follow up the brachiocephalic. So here's brachiocephalic artery.
Is there one or two of those?
Of what?
Brachiocephalic.
One brachiocephalic. Let me clear some of this stuff.
What was that?